What's up, y'all? Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everybody who celebrates it. We are going to rank the Christmas Day games on the NBA schedule. I don't want to do like a game-by-game analysis. I just want to rank the best games to watch. You know, maybe you can't watch all the games because you're going to be hanging with your family and you can't exactly justify sitting on the couch and watching 5 games throughout the entire day from noon Eastern time all the way to 10:30 Eastern time. Or maybe you can, but either way, let's rank the games based on a number of factors like entertainment, star value, matchup, etc., etc. It is kind of a bummer that some of these stars that are involved in these games might be questionable and might not play, but we'll still rank it accordingly. We'll go backwards. We'll start from 5 and then go all the way to 1. You know, do a little suspense and make you stay a little bit. 5th game is the first game of the day. It's Bucks-Knicks. And this is partly because I have already seen this game. It seems like 1,000 times, and it's actually pretty funny. I'm recording it on a Saturday morning with Bucks-Knicks in the background on NBA TV right now. It's the early matinee game. Part of a 13-game slate today. We've kind of seen this game before. The Bucks are clearly the better team. The Knicks will definitely give the Bucks some trouble in the first half, and then the Bucks will pull away ultimately because they're the better team. And to be clear, I'm not saying this game will be awful. I'm just ranking it in order of preference that I would watch these games, and I've seen this game already a few times. Giannis will probably have a cool like 50-10 or 40-10. I think the Bucks should easily win this game. 4th, I have the Sixers and the Miami Heat. And you could probably argue this game could be ranked a little bit higher, but I just think the other 3 games are just going to be more entertaining, especially with Joel Embiid rolling his ankle pretty badly in the Toronto game yesterday. He might be questionable. I'd be surprised if he played on Christmas Day. But if he did, it would be a matchup of 2 Eastern Conference powers. If you're a Sixer fan, this would be a nice test to go up against the Miami Heat on the road against Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, and Eric Spoelstra. See how you match up, because historically Bam has played Embiid pretty well. Actually, I think the Heat defense more so has played Embiid pretty well, mixing up different coverages and zones and stuff like that. And then the Heat, of course, they just never die. They replenish young players, undrafted players to supplement the big 3 of Bam, Jimmy, and Spo. Tyler Hero has been back for a few games now, but now the Sixers don't have the massive coaching disadvantage that they once had, because at least they have a fighting chance with Nick Nurse at the helm, and he's definitely creative and will try different shit. Eric Spoelstra will try different shit. This would be fun if Embiid plays. If not, this is going to be a blowout, I think, unless Maxey goes for like 50 or something. And that's also why I have this game 4th, just the availability of Embiid. We have no idea. If he does play, it would still be a really good matchup, but just based on the other 3 games, I have this one 4th. And then the 3rd game, I have Mavericks and Suns. And then obviously there is that whole Luka, Devin Booker alleged beef. They've kind of gotten into it a few times, going all the way back to that playoff series a few seasons ago in the 2021-22 season. The Suns have been stinking up the joint lately with some very discouraging wins, and then in their losses just absolutely getting destroyed. You already got Eric Gordon talking about, I'm not getting the ball enough and stuff like that. So that is also another reason to watch this game, just to see how the Suns kind of come out and play. But if Luka does play, and with the way the Mavs just don't play defense, and the way the Suns also don't play defense, and just how disconnected they look, this game could go a number of ways just in terms of variance. It could be high scoring, where Booker, Kevin Durant, and then Luka himself all go off. The Mavs hit like 23s, and it could be easily in the 120s or 130s. Or this could go another way where shit goes sideways and the Mavericks just absolutely blow out the Suns in some weird fashion if Luka does play. Just from an entertainment value perspective, this game will be very interesting to watch. Number 2, I have Lakers and Celtics. And obviously, this is also contingent on if LeBron James plays, but the Lakers-Celtics games last year were entertaining, especially the one in Boston. We all remember the Pat Bev dunk, putback dunk that nearly put me on the floor, and then him showing the camera, LeBron James just jumping around like a madman because he got fouled clearly at the end. The Celtics, with their three-point shooting, are they going to do the thing where they just chuck 53s without getting into the paint first and introduce variance in that area? Or are they going to play like the better team that they are and just take advantage of the Lakers at the guard and wing position? Will Drew Holiday have some mind-numbing turnovers in crunch time? Will Anthony Davis and LeBron James have vintage Anthony Davis and LeBron James type games and give the Lakers a shot to win it at the end? And then also, obviously, the historic rivalry that is Celtics and Lakers. Even though they haven't faced in the finals in however long, this is the game's most historic rivalry, and it's always fun when these two teams play each other, no matter who is in the jersey. So this game has got star power, variance, and of course, obviously, LeBron needs to play, or the Lakers have no shot in hell in beating the Celtics. Or hell, maybe the Celtics play some dumb basketball, especially in crunch time, and actually gives the Lakers a shot. Either way, this game should be really entertaining. Star power everywhere. Hopefully Jason Tatum can play too. And then the number 1 game on my list, the one I am looking forward to watching, is Warriors-Nuggets. Last Warriors-Nuggets game was awesome. Got 2 all-time great offensive players in Stephen Curry and Nikola Jokic. Kind of a little mirror of a dynasty past and maybe a burgeoning dynasty with the continuity the Nuggets have and the old continuity of the Warriors, even though Draymond won't be there. You still got the Splash Brothers. You got the young guys. By the way, still haven't sold my Warrior stock. I think I've mentioned it before on the channel, but I will die on the hill of giving the Warriors the benefit of the doubt, even if I end up being completely wrong by the end of Stephen Curry's career. I will always give the Warriors the benefit of the doubt. But the young guys starting to play really well for the Warriors. Steve Kerr has no choice. He has no choice but to play the young guys. And the young guys have been getting better with every rep. Brandon Podziemski has been playing well. Jonathan Kuminga has been playing really well basically since Draymond's suspension. Moses Moody struggling shooting the 3 a little bit, but he still does Moses Moody things like diving on the floor for loose balls, batting the ball out, trying to fight for offensive rebounds, still driving to the cup a little bit, getting fouls here and there. And then Trace Jackson Davis playing really well the last 3 games and getting more minutes with Draymond out. Klay Thompson's been shooting the ball better for the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic has been playing a lot better since having those 2 clunker games earlier in the month. Jamal Murray rounding into form. How about the bench for the Nuggets too? Speaking of young guys playing for a contender, Peyton Watson probably has the most interesting upside out of all the Nuggets young guys. Christian Brown's been playing well. Julian Strawther, even though his 3-point percentage has been lower than I expected coming into the year, has been getting consistent minutes. Still love the jump shot, love the way he plays, love the way he moves without the ball. I can see this game going one of 2 ways. One, it's going to be an offensive showcase, or the contenders of years past will dig deep, and this will be a really good defensive game with some really great shot making from the stars. Either way, you got former MVP candidates, all-stars, all-star caliber type players. If you're talking about Jamal Murray, who hasn't been named as an all-star yet in his career, but definitely has all that potential and then some. High variance bench play. This game, I think, has it all. And my preseason prediction of this being my Western Conference Finals matchup is looking a little dicey right now. Well, more than a little. I'm definitely not giving that enough credit, but it's not looking good right now. But there is still plenty of season to play, And we haven't reached the playoffs yet, and that's why they play the games, as a great sports broadcaster once said. But either way, this game should be highly entertaining with highly entertaining players, and that is my number one game on the Christmas Day slate. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you all have a happy holiday with you and yours.